in to the Splash Live. Get acquainted with people, places, and activities that are live, local, and for you. First thing in the morning, weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on our Civic Center TV YouTube page, or watch us live at Civic Center TV or on Facebook. The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield Live Update Show. What's happening around you? Hear about state events, businesses, and from the people behind them on the MegaCast, an hour-long TV, radio, and streaming show keeping you informed on the day-to-day news. Listen in on talks with volunteer groups, documentarians, and financial advisors, Monday to Friday with your host, Tyler Keefe. Catch the MegaCast weekdays from 10 a.m. to 11 on Center TV, 89.3 Lakes FM, and streaming on MyMyTV.com.
Wondering what to say to someone who's been sexually assaulted or abused?
I believe you. I'm so sorry this happened.
It's not your fault.
Confidential and anonymous help is available at the Michigan Sexual Assault Hotline. Connect with us 24/7. Call 855-VOICES-4 or text 1-866-238-1454 for help. Learn more at michigan.gov/voices4. Let's savor these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date. Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to the Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to the Splash Live. Very good to be with you. I'm Dave Scott here on Civic Center TV. With you each and every morning, Monday through Friday. Good to be with you. Of course, the Splash Live is part of 90 minutes of live programming that we have here every day. Starts with the Splash Live at 9:30, then Tyler Keefe and the MegaCast in this morning at 10 o'clock. And again, on this Monday morning, awful good to be with you. You can watch the Splash Live and the MegaCast and all of our outlets, including Comcast Channel 15. You can watch us on AT&T Channel 99, of course. And then one of my favorite ways to watch is right on the web on CivicCenterTV.com. That's really where you're going to want to be, because from CivicCenterTV.com, you can see our archives, you can see us in full high definition and all the other information about Civic Center TV. We also invite you to watch on social media, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Just search for Civic Center TV. And then, of course, we are live on the radio each and every day right here on 89.3 Lakes FM. So as you're driving to and from work, make sure you tune in to 89.3 Lakes FM on the way in the morning. Again, an hour and a half of live television each and every day. To our engineers, I cannot hear myself in my ear, which is not a big deal, but just want to let you guys know that. Taking a look at our weather-wise in the greater West Bloomfield area today, really it's been a carbon copy of what we have had the past several days. 37 degrees and clouds are right now at 32 degrees around greater West Bloomfield. It'll cool down to 27 tomorrow. Chance of a little bit of precipitation, might fall as rain, might fall as snow, depending on the time of day. And more of that as we head into Friday and the weekend again. So again, temperatures pretty consistently this week. Thank you, guys. Pretty consistently this week in the upper 30s. So, not too bad for this time of year. So I got on my computer this morning and what did I find? But some amazing social media from the Samaj Morgan family. after Samaj Morgan, one of the graduating seniors this year of the West Bloomfield High School football team and a standout player. There you see Samaj on the left and Amir Herring over on the right-hand side right there. So these guys had a visit from the University of Michigan coaching staff, including Ron Bellamy. And we got a couple of pictures here that are on social media. Let's put some of these up. So there you see Coach Harbaugh. I think it's Coach Harbaugh on the left with Samaj and his parents. And then over on the right, I'm just taking a look. It looks like Ron Bellamy over there, the former West Bloomfield High School Laker coach, in there as well, along with Sharon Moore, the wide receivers coach. So we got a lot more pictures, but this has all kind of gone viral. I mean, let's show them the one more picture with the Harbaugh. See, I really like this picture right here because you've got Samaj's mom, who is Erica Morgan, and then over on the left, like any good guest, when you go to somebody's house and you sit down and you break bread, it's always nice to help out a little bit. And there is Coach Harbaugh at the Morgan House in West Bloomfield yesterday on a recruiting visit. And Coach Harbaugh, the guy who might win the national championship, the guy who makes millions of dollars, the guy who has been one of the premier coaches, not only in college football, but in the NFL, is right here in our town in West Bloomfield doing dishes for Erica Morgan and the Morgan family. So, he's just a good guy. And that just kind of shows you what kind of a good guy he is. We are looking forward to talking to Erica Morgan. She's going to join us this half hour on the Splash Live. We'll find out all about that visit. I mean, I never knew what a recruiting visit was like. And even better when the recruiting visit is including our former head coach, Ron Bellamy, who now is one of the assistant coaches at the University of Michigan. And even more exciting, given the success that University of Michigan has had and the success of Donovan Edwards and the other graduates. And I expect Samaj Morgan, amazing wide receiver that he is, and Amir Herring will also have amazing careers at the University of Michigan. A very successful connection from the University of Michigan, right from little old West Bloomfield right here, and our incredible high school football program. So we will talk to Erica Morgan here a little bit later on in the program. Yesterday, the West Bloomfield Police Department was over at Orchard Mall. Actually, it was Saturday. And the Orchard Mall, Toyology, and Premier Pet Supplies all were putting on a fundraising and toy drive, Toys for Tots drive, that happened from noon to 6. And it was a little bit even better than that because, having Premier Pet Supplies involved meant that they were also collecting a lot of items for pets around our area. Yesterday, I had a chance to get out there and caught up with Officer James Patano from the West Bloomfield Police Department, and here's what he had to say.
We're out here at the Orchard Mall in front of Premier Pet and Toyology, and we were collecting donations for the animal shelter dogs and for Toys for Tots.
And how did it go?
It went great. We filled several trucks. If you see this van over here, it's a big, large community relations van. We filled that several times, these patrol vehicles, and with all sorts of stuff, cat litter, cat food, dog food, plenty of toys. The community really came out for this event.
This is a little bit different than a lot of the other events around Toys for Tots because this one also had an animal angle to it.
Fortunately, we're here at the corner of this Orchard Mall, and you have on the left side, you have Premier Pet, and on the right side, you have Toyology, so it made sense. Both, children and shelter dogs and cats need a little help this holiday season, so we're able to provide that.
And as a member of the law enforcement community, when you get out in public and people have a chance to interact with you in a little bit more relaxed setting than your meetings might otherwise be, talk about that.
Yeah, it was great. A lot of people just came by, just saw the lights going off, and came by. We had hot chocolate for them, cookies, some swag for the kids, and it was just a real friendly, nice thing to do for the community and get to talk to them and meet and greet.
All right, you got a happy holidays message for the community?
Yeah, just be kind to each other.
Raise your right hand.
What a great message that is. Of course, just be kind to each other on the holidays. So great fundraising drive, great toy drive, I should say, at Orchard Mall on Saturday. And a lot of you had an opportunity to get out, meet members of the West Bloomfield Police Department, and able to drop off some gifts and drop off some needy items for the animals in our community and around Oakland County. And we thank you for taking time to do that if you did stop by the Orchard Mall on Saturday. So great opportunity right here at Civic Center TV. We, in fact, are looking for talent. I mean, you don't want to see me on TV every day, for goodness sake. So we are hiring, and the company that operates Civic Center TV, our company, Michigan Digital, is also looking for some other people. But primarily, we're looking for help for Civic Center TV. So if you are interested in joining our staff, we would love to hear from you. Some of the positions we have open: a TV anchor, actually an anchor for the show, for The Splash. That person will also be involved in some other reporting activities for Civic Center TV and some of our other outlets. We also have an opportunity for an additional producer and engineer to join our staff. Our guys doing a great job, but we could use a little more help, and we need a little more help in the social media front, and we need a help with some of our special streaming reporting as well. So if any of that sounds like something that you may be interested in learning more about, you don't need a big, huge resume. You just need the ability to do this and the interest. And if you're from our community, that makes it even better. If you know somebody that might be interested, or you yourself are interested, we would invite you to get a hold of us. And all you need to do is send an email to jobs@michigandigital.com. Again, that email is jobs@michigandigital.com. So it is the holiday season. We, of course, many of us already, people who celebrate Christmas already have a Christmas tree up. If you don't, you might be looking at purchasing a Christmas tree or making some arrangements. Couple of things to share with you this morning. Our friends at West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation have shared ideas on being a little bit greener with your big, beautiful green Christmas tree. And they urge you to think about this holiday season opting for a live tree that can be replanted after the Christmas holiday season. In addition to the environmental benefits, living trees are safer than cut ones. They pose less of a fire hazard, and the heavy container makes them a little bit more difficult to knock over. So more information on that, the process, what a live tree is and how it all works, and how you might obtain one, is available from the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Department. And then let me also remind you that our good friend Dan Traban, who has become our friend after our communications with him this year, has been working very hard at Orchard Lake Schools, and I believe he is still there. I'm going to check in with him today. This guy is from Sheboygan, Michigan. He every year and continues to grow trees in northern Michigan, cuts them, brings them to the West Bloomfield Orchard Lake area, and sells them at Orchard Lake School. Of course, right across the street from what was Abbott is now Roosevelt Elementary at Commerce and Orchard Lake Roads. So I believe they're still all set up there. From talking to Dan a couple of weeks ago when he was coming to the area, lots of trees, very, very large trees, and some small ones too. And so if you want a live tree at your house, there's some there, and that is a benefit for the Orchard Lake Schools. It's not too early to get your pet registered for the West Bloomfield Dog Park. And sales for the 2023 dog park permits are now on sale. The annual fee is $60 for residents, $140 for non-residents. They don't prorate it, so you might as well get it now, and then be able to be ready when the dog walking season opens up there. A maximum of 40 non-resident households will be accepted. And if you want to apply for a permit for the West Bloomfield Dog Park, all you got to do is go out to the West Bloomfield Parks website, go to wbparks.org, dog park, and you will get all of the information. So, just a little tidbit for you and just some of the things going on in our community this morning. We're going to take a quick break, and then I'm really looking forward to having a conversation with Erica Morgan, the mother of Semaj Morgan, our star receiver for the West Bloomfield Lakers, who is heading off to the University of Michigan. They had a very interesting recruiting visit from the coaching staff, including Jim Harbaugh, Ron Bellamy, and others. We're going to find out what this is all about when Erica Morgan joins us in just a minute. We're going to take a break. You'll be right back. You're watching The Splash Live.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Watch Civic Center TV with our brand new live captions. To turn on live captions, go to civiccentertv.com and click Watch Live. In your web browser, click on the Options tab in the top right and find the Accessibilities tab. Then just switch on live captions to heighten your enjoyment of our local programming. Thank you so much for watching Civic Center TV.
Wondering what to say to someone who's been sexually assaulted or abused?
I believe you. I'm so sorry this happened.
It's not your fault.
Confidential and anonymous help is available at the Michigan Sexual Assault Hotline. Connect with us 24/7. Call 855-VOICES-4 or text 1-866-238-1454 for help. Learn more at michigan.gov/voices4. Now that the vaccine is available for children 5 and up, why do you recommend it?
Kids are part of the community and they can spread COVID.
We're seeing both healthy children getting sick from the virus as well as children with underlying health conditions.
They can easily bring the virus home to other people that are vulnerable and make them sick as well.
This vaccine can change that and keep children safe.
It's essential that your children get vaccinated to protect them, to protect your families, and to protect those in the community around you.
And now, back to The Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome back to The Splash Live. Dave Scott in our Civic Center TV studios. What has really turned out to be a great football Monday. Wow, how about the Detroit Lions over the weekend? Amazing performance, beating the Minnesota Vikings, and they look like they may be off to an amazing postseason. Either way, pretty exciting football yesterday on TV, and a really exciting football day yesterday right here in West Bloomfield, as our amazingly successful and impactful West Bloomfield high school football team, which I, by the way, get the pleasure of calling on Friday nights during the football season, had a really big day. They had their banquet and celebrated a great season for our varsity players, honored those players that are moving on to bigger and better things, and certainly talked about it and recognize the players that are coming up through the system. It was a great day. Our Tyler Keefe was there yesterday, and he captured all of it and is editing it all together, and will have a complete comprehensive piece of the banquet and be able to play that for you on Civic Center TV in the next couple of days. But I get up this morning and I start looking around on social media and I see all these great pictures of the recruiting visit to the Semaj Morgan household yesterday all over the internet. We'll take a look at some of these pictures. Joining us now is Erica Morgan. Erica, good morning and welcome to the Splash Live.
Hi, Dave. Good morning. How's it going?
Going great. So, look, what an exciting time it must be for your family. Your son, Semaj, has just been an outstanding football player. It's been such a delight calling his name and his number the past several years, as he has just thrilled the fans as an amazing wide receiver for the West Bloomfield Lakers, and now is heading off to the University of Michigan. Coach Harbaugh, Coach Bellamy, and Coach Sharon Moore, the offensive coordinator of UM, were at your house yesterday. Tell us all about it.
Yes, they were. Coach Harbaugh, along with Coach Ron Bellamy, along with Coach Sharon Moore, they came to our home yesterday for breakfast. And that was really awesome of them because they've been so busy and on the recruiting trail, visiting all kind of recruits. And we're excited about that. But they came to our home for breakfast. We fixed them a great breakfast that morning. Coach Harbaugh was gracious enough to walk into my kitchen and he said, "I want to do the dishes." And so I said, "Coach."
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we got a pic. There it is. There's a picture of the coach. I mean, it's what any nice guest would do when you go over to someone's house, but that must have caught you a little bit by surprise, and you were wise enough to get a picture of it.
Yes, I did. And it actually, we wasn't going to get a picture of it, but one of my friends, her name is Keisha. She was over. She's like an aunt to Samaj. She said, let her do the dishes. And I said, Coach, come on, get over here and do the dishes then. And we gave him that. He started washing the dish. And I said, oh my gosh, what that did to me as a mom just let me know that his heart is like a heart of gold. And it really opened up to me to show that he's a humble, approachable coach that is not too good to wash a dish in your home. And it's not that he was doing it for the semantics of recruiting Samaj. It was more so his character just showed that he was genuine in coming into the kitchen to talk with me, because everyone else was still in the dining area. And so he came in just wanting to help out to see what he can do after eating. And I just thought that was amazing.
So what do the coaches say, and what kind of discussions have you been having about how Samaj Morgan, your son, might fit into this amazing time and program at the University of Michigan?
Some of the things that the coaches talk about, they love that he brings the heart of what they call a dog. Like he plays with such passion, and they talk about, they see him in the slot receiver position. They may see him, running up, catching a long ball. They also see him probably on special teams, I'm believing, because he can definitely bring back a kick return. He can take balls back over almost 100 yards. So I think they see him being as almost like maybe a Swiss Army knife, a Swiss knife, that they could be able to use him and just see where he is really good at. They know he's a good receiver. They know if the ball is in his catch radius, he's going to catch it. And I think they're just excited to get him, to get his body together, to mold him into what they call a Michigan man and impart into his future. So one of the biggest things that they do talk about is not just about football, but making a young man out of him. Because Samaj will be 17 when he starts in January, and he's going into another level of his life. So as parents, it's kind of hard to let your child go. But I think he's in good hands with Coach Bellamy, Coach Harbaugh, and Coach Sharon Moore. And for a lot of the Michigan staff that's up there, they're amazing. And so that's one of the things that they indicated, that they see him being definitely in that slot receiver position, and other things that they may want to use him for. And I think he's going to get up and work hard for it.
Well, I really appreciate that behind the scenes look here. And, we don't get to see that. And so I appreciate your story. We did see a little bit of it this year when the running back coach, Mike Hart, was running into some problems, some health problems. And then you could just see the connection between Donovan and the other running backs and Coach Hart right there on national television. And then in the moments after he was hurt, and it just really rung through. But it's really good to hear that from you. Let's talk about Ron Bellamy. It's a little bit of a challenge for us, and you can probably talk to this better than I can. But even though Ron Bellamy is our former coach here in West Bloomfield and a good friend of many, there are recruiting rules, and that makes it difficult for him. He just can't come over here and hang out at a high school football game on a Friday night, even if he wanted to get back and hang out with his team. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, that is true. What a lot of people may not know, Coach Bellamy definitely knows Samaj. He's been in his life and since he was a young boy. But it was definitely something which Coach Bells couldn't just say, hey, let me just come over to your house and just hang out at your home. It was more so he's very professional. He does his job in an excellent way. And the way that he even, at that time, I think he was a safeties coach at Michigan, and he wasn't the receivers coach. At that time, it was Coach Gaddis that actually offered Samaj and saw something in him. So it wasn't like Coach Bell said, hey, I'm picking Samaj. Samaj had to prove himself. Samaj had to prove that at that camp in June, I think was it 2020? He proved himself to Coach Harbaugh and Coach Gaddis at that time that, hey, you're not just picking me because Coach Ron Bellamy knows me, or you're not picking me because I'm a Westwood kid. You're picking me because you see something in me and you think I can get the job done when I come here. So Coach Bellamy has been professional and excellent in every way. I think he is the epitome of what Michigan needs. I think Samaj learns so much from him. And Coach Bell texts Samaj and has a great relationship with Samaj, and Samaj texts him too and reach out to him. So that's one thing about Michigan and Coach Bellamy. He makes sure he connects to the players. I think they have more of an authentic coaching staff that really wants the players than just to say, oh, I'm recruiting. He can recruit the 5 stars, the 4 stars, the 3 stars, and make you feel like a 5-star. So that's what I love about Coach Bellamy. He's top level coach.
Well, we've seen that in West Bloomfield, his impact on the players here. And I can just tell you, and Tyler would say the same thing, Tyler Keefe, who has done most of the interviews with the players this year. The players are so impressive in this program. And that doesn't happen by accident. That's because of great parents like you and the other parents on the team staying very, very involved in their children's programs and nurturing and providing all the support and care and direction and love. But it's also a great coaching staff, and Coach Bell really helped make that transition just a little bit tough because, we can't hang out with them as much as we would like to because of all the recruiting rules. But, when I went to college a billion years ago, it was nice to go to college somewhere where I knew some other people. And look at the connection we have. We have Makari Page. We have Donovan Edwards, who has become a national celebrity here. And your son, and Amir Herring, theoretically, it's pretty exciting. The West Bloomfield University of Michigan connection seems strong, and it's got to be a bonus, don't you think?
I think it is a bonus. It was actually a moment yesterday at the recruiting visit where Coach Ron Bellamy got Donovan Edwards on FaceTime, and he's showing everybody in the house, hey, Don, look at everybody. And Amir and Samaj were able to say, hey, what's going on? And Donovan Edwards was able to impart knowledge into them of, are you ready? When you come up here, get ready. And they both with heart said, yeah, we're ready. I'm ready. And so it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. And then we even seen a moment when him and Coach Harbaugh had a moment just through the phone where Coach Harbaugh patted his chest, Donovan Edwards patted his chest, and he just was like, Coach, you seen their love and connection. So that's what was so important, that you see Donovan Edwards up there. You see that he's making a great impact just in his world of football and throughout the nation. And then now my son is about to go join Donovan and Makari Page and some of the other West Bloomfield, and Amir Herring is amazing. They're about to join and be a part up there at Michigan. It's amazing. I couldn't ask for anything more. I think it's a blessing in disguise.
It is a blessing, Erica Morgan, and and it's not just about athletics and about the individual performances of each of these fine student athletes. It's about what it represents about our community, the kind of athletic program and the kind of school we have and the kind of community we are, and it doesn't hurt to let people have a very positive and upbeat feeling about West Bloomfield. These young, amazing athletes are ambassadors of goodwill for our community. And I'm so glad that everyone gets a chance to meet you because, the apple hasn't fallen too far from the tree. Look at you, amazing, successful lawyer, just killing it and bringing up a great family. And that's really what our community is all about.
It is. I would say Samaj has been in West Bloomfield School District for all his life. He started here at Gretschko. He went through to his not Chico, with right here on Commerce. It's leaving me. With Mr. Oh gosh, it's leaving me. But
it's okay.
He followed through, and then he went to Orchard Lake Middle School.
You bet.
Scotch. He went to Scotch.
Scotch, right. Forgive me. Yeah.
He's had great administrators. We love them. Mr. Borders, Mr. Scrivo, Mr. Pace, and at the time, Mr. Watson. So to be honest, Samaj has had a good community support. We love our community. We love the administrators that have actually imparted into him, because of course Samaj is a kid, like I say with Edge. I know my kid, we know what we put into him, but he's misunderstood a lot. But you know what, he's one of those kids that just have a heart of gold, and when you love him, you love him. And I'm a mom, I got that mom's love. But we still have been an amazing community. We have been out here for almost 18 years now, so it's a blessing, and I'm so happy that he was afforded the opportunity to go through the way that he did in West Bloomfield. So
we got about 30 seconds. Thank you for saying all that. I really appreciate that. And everyone in the community appreciates that. And just another good opportunity to spread the great message about our community and what we have. 30 seconds. How was the banquet last night? We're looking forward to seeing the video.
Oh, yes. The banquet was great. We had a great time. The boys won some awards. I think Samaj won offensive MVP. Amir won like the overall outperforming MVP. Just to see those two boys and some other friends, Deontay Pippins, Kenneth Jones, and all of the other varsity players really exude happiness. It was great to see them come together.
Well, and we're delighted the cameras were there and that we're able to capture that for the entire community. On behalf of our team, thank you very much. Thank you for being available on last minute notice this morning. I'm really glad you posted those pictures. They're up on social media. If you want to see some of the pictures of the recruiting at the Morgan House, just go up to social media. I think, were they on Twitter or?
They're on my Twitter, and I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how to work Twitter. I only got it because my son, but they're on Twitter. Erica, I guess _TD _SM, something like that.
All right, we got to run. Erica Morgan, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And
thank you.
Have a great day. That's it for the Splash Live. Thank you for joining us all around West Bloomfield. What a great story. Have a terrific day. We'll see you bright and early here tomorrow morning on Civic Center TV.
Hey Laker fans, do you know a friend or neighbor that volunteers in Greater West Bloomfield? We would love to help you recognize them at the 51st Annual Michigan Week Awards. Countless members of the communities of Orchard Lake, Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and West Bloomfield give their time and talent daily without regard for recognition. You can help recognize these individuals and organizations at our awards breakfast next year on May 12th, 2023. Nominate your neighbor or organization starting January 28, 2023. Go to MichiganWeek.org for details.
Let's savor these moments. Made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.